Hello, my lovely more thoughts. Welcome back to my channel. It's Morbid Gamer here, back with another video, back with a pack review. We are going to be looking at Dream Home Decorator game pack that was just released by EA, brought to you by a non-game changer. So I am not affiliated. This is not sent to me. I paid with this with my own cash. I just want to start out this video and preface that I started out like really liking what I was seeing when it came to this pack. I had a positive outlook. I really thought that this was gonna be really just an all-around good pack, and boy was I sadly mistaken. Like, this tweet did not age well for me, at least. So now with that being said, I'm not gonna straight out bash the whole pack, okay? Not here to do that. I am here to point flaws out and give my honest review. So if you don't like it, that's totally fair and you can go and find a different review. But let's get this started. So we're gonna break this up into 3 parts. We're gonna look at create a sim, then build by, and overall the gameplay. So when it comes to create a sim, for female sims, we get a few new items. I think they definitely went a very almost kind of minimal business casual / also like working attire for hobbies. I'm not really blown away by this create a sim, I'm not gonna lie. There are a few items in here that I really adore. One of them being the cute crop with the flared out poofy shoulder sleeves. That one was really cute and adorable. I love the colors in it. Then there was that interesting like almost off the shoulder top with the cinched in waist and the belt. I thought that was also a really interesting and cute piece. The very trendy top with like the buttons. It was almost like really spicy. I was like, ooh, I like that one. There was that one dress with the really nice and rich green. Ugh, the texture on the dress, not only that, with like styled with the turtleneck long sleeve, I really adored. And if you know me and you know this channel, I am not a fan of accessories in The Sims and the ones that they create. But somebody over at EA did something really right this time around, because the jewelry is so pretty and so dainty, and like I really enjoy the 2 pieces with like the nice gold swatches. They are so cute. The hoops and then the necklace, perfection. Now with all of that being said and pushed out of the way, guys, I'm not impressed at all. One of the hairs looks like something we already have in base game, just kind of like definitely with a twist, a little bit different. That one braided milkmaid hair, don't we already have it in the game? Am I missing something? There are these flannel pants that look exactly like something we got in Parenthood. They look very identical in my eyes. This baby doll dress, and I love a good cute baby doll dress, it needed some more cooking in the oven. It was very weirdly structured. Like it had like a lump growing on the side of it. It was just not my cup of tea at all. Not only that, the weird feet on the heels, and those would be some really cute heels. I'm not gonna lie, like they look like they'd be really nice to put on a sim, but they are so distorted and awkward looking. Like, what did they do to those poor Sims feet? I don't know. Men, I'm honestly very sad and always underwhelmed when it comes to male Sims. I just feel very uninspired by a lot of the male items always. There's just not really much there. I feel like whoever works on it also kind of doesn't feel inspired as well. Like, we got this pajama shirt. It looks like a pajama shirt. I'm probably gonna use it as a pajama shirt. It doesn't even have a matching bottoms, but who cares? The only one that I was actually kind of impressed with, and it looked like they kind of styled it, was definitely the blazer with the rolled up sleeves, and then they had like a French tuck in the front, which I was actually impressed with. Like Tan France would be impressed.
You see how I've tucked in mine? It's called a French tuck. We're just doing it ever so slightly at the front. Yeah.
It just always feels like the people working on this are very uninspired, because for men it's generally the same silhouette and the same kind of ideas, but there's still so many patterns to work with, so many like different ways to style things, and I still want to see other pieces out there. I know there's more out there for the Sims teams to try out. I really do expect more from men, and I feel really bad. This is what they get a lot of the times. It's just very underwhelming and and uninspired. For the kids, it was generally pretty meh as well. I do like that one dress that they got. I thought it was really cute with the ribbons for the straps. It was really cute. And then toddlers got like a shirt and a dress, I think. Which again, the dress is really cute, but overall it's underwhelming as well. Moving on. So now we're gonna be looking at Build Buy, and this is where this pack shines, baby. This is where this pack gets a gold star from me. If you're a builder, you're definitely going to want to look into this pack, especially when it comes to interior decorating. For the first time ever, we have sectionals. For the first time ever, we have modular pieces and furniture, which I think is really, really cool. We've been wanting sectionals for a really long time, and now we got them. The modular pieces are something I didn't even think about, but it's like the customization that we needed from like the beginning of The Sims. We also get new kitchen counters and cabinets. Not only that, we get a bunch of new pieces and like all around. I'm just like, I'm here to vouch for it. It's really good. This is the only reason that you'd probably want to get this pack full price, and it might be worth it to you. See, my theory is that this was originally supposed to be a stuff pack because, spoiler alert, the gameplay in here is lacking. So I don't game pack where, okay? This is definitely meant more or geared towards a stuff pack, but I think the reason it wasn't able to have that stuff pack price point is because there's a lot of moving parts. Because we all know for counters, there's just a lot of different pieces that they have to go and create. So it ends up being very costly. For the modular pieces, again, it's a lot of different pieces that they had to go and create. So that's also sounds really pricey. Then the sectionals and all the different pieces that they had to make so that they can create these very customizable items. It seems very expensive, and that's probably where they were like, okay, we can't do a stuff pack and we can't price it as a stuff pack, and there's too much content in here. But so we'll go for the next best thing and we'll make it a game pack. But again, Build Buy is where it's at, gameplay not so much. So I guess now it's time to move forward. I've already raved about that. Let's now look at the gameplay. Now, when I first saw the gameplay for this in the live streams, I actually thought this was very intuitive. I thought this was like, oh my God, they've really thought everything through. And once I got my hands on it, I actually started to realize how dumbed down the gameplay actually is. You sign up the career the way you normally would, and then you have gigs. It's kind of like the freelance career, and you start off, you can select a gig, and when you arrive, you get definitely, the same old, you get tasks that you have to do, interact with the customer, and it's very confusing because you don't actually know who you're interior decorating for. I think it's for the whole family now that I've played this through, but I find that very confusing. And I think the whole point is to work with everybody, but then choose the area that you want to do depending on, because some of them are just room makeovers, and I'm just like, which room, I mean, there are kitchens and bathrooms and closets and stuff, but you don't know who you're going in for, what room you're actually going to make over. So I think maybe they left that a little ambiguous so that you could choose, but it honestly just left me a little confused, I'm not gonna lie. So I just go about interviewing everybody. They tell me the likes and dislikes. See, this is where it gets confusing because, like, wouldn't it be one person if you were doing their room? Why would I have to interview the whole family? Because everybody gets an input at the end, so I don't get that part. The likes and dislikes is where I think it needs a little bit more tweaking. I definitely think there should be a whole row of likes for different categories and a whole row of dislikes for different categories, meaning there should be a likes for color, there should be a likes for design or their preference of like interior decoration, and then there should be a likes for hobby, and then another row where it's all dislikes, a dislike for color, a dislikes for theme design, and then a dislikes for hobby or whatever, so that you kind of get an all-around idea, because this way is just so random and it's really easy to just game the system, and it also takes away the fun of actually renovating houses. Like, they took the strength of The Sims 4, because let's be honest, the strength of The Sims 4 is building. It's where it's at. People love to build. building is the best thing thus far in The Sims 4. It's where the community thrives the most. So they took something that was really strong and people love to do and kind of dwindled it down to these weird likes and dislikes and took away the fun of it. I would say I honestly was not having fun doing this. I think as a concept, it sounds interesting and kind of like a challenge, but the way that they executed it isn't very fun. It's almost tedious. So I know they wanted to bridge the gap between builders and game players, but it's a very repetitive, tedious, same thing, one after the other, interviewing people. It becomes like clockwork. It's not fun and it's very repetitive after a while. I definitely think this would have benefited if it had a world as well. Shoot, even if it was tiny, I guess I would take it. But a lot of run down places that you could go in and fix up, like stuff that definitely needs help. Like it was made with the intention of you going in there and fixing it up. And I think that would have been really cool to see. Even though EA is known for having some pretty terrible builds, it still, I think, would have been nice to have a world that was meant to have you go in and fix it up. But again, that would have probably been more expensive and more pricey, so it would have gone up to an expansion, and even then I don't see this being or expanding anything. So yeah, I'm overall really disappointed in the gameplay because I was rooting for it. I really was. I saw a lot of potential in it, and lo and behold, once you get your hands on it, it's just very dumbed down, repetitive, and it takes a lot of the fun away from actually just building things yourself and getting creative. At least that's the way it is for me. Also, final note, I did run into some bugs here and there. Same old, Sims don't go to the right room, or it just glitches out and my sim is stuck and the clients are just standing outside. But yes, for my overall verdict, definitely think you should get this half off. I think it was meant to be a stuff pack and it should be the price of a stuff pack. So get it when it's half off, then it'd be worth it. If you can't wait and you're a builder, definitely where it shines is Build Buy, and I would definitely cop it for that. All the other stuff, don't have high hopes. With that being said, let me know what you think down below. Are you gonna get this? Are you not? Have you already bought this and do you enjoy it or you don't? I would love to hear your guys' opinions because it's just me, myself, and I over here, and everyone has different opinions and I would love to hear it. So that's it for this video. That's it for this review. I will see you all in my next one. Bye for now.